Hello.
Hi, Marija, Madden. How are you?
Great. How are you, ladies?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I love your haircut, and you're looking
Oh,
like a Barbie doll. Looking like a doll.
thank thank you. Thank you. How are
Thank you.
you? Long day, huh?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for joining this Global Virtual Summit. So, before getting into the presentation, I would like to introduce you to the audience, who your accomplishments, achievements to the audience. Okay. So, welcome
Thank
on
you.
stage, Marina Maiden. With over 20 years of diverse business experience across industries, has transitioned into coaching as per true calling. With a background in information systems engineering and certifications as a life and business coach and NLP master, she founded iQuest Coach. She focuses on empowering women in businesses, blending practical expertise from secure payment and one second. So from So yeah, she founded iQuest Coach. Manager focuses on empowering women in business, blending practical expertise from secure payment, software development, and TV production management with personal growth strategies. Through iQuest Coach, Marija champions integrating femininity with business success, challenging traditional norms to support women leaders and entrepreneurs. Her mission is to help balance multifaceted roles, nutritional, personal fulfillment, and professional achievement. She coaches businesses to develop progressive systems, prioritizing employee well being and engagement. Marija envisions women leaders redefining business paradigms, promoting a more conscious and inclusive leadership culture. Her coaching encourages embracing unique strengths and experiences, fostering authenticity and compassion in transformative business approaches. That was a great introduction of Dr. Marijo Maiden. Now you can occupy the stage.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Melinda. Hello, everyone. It's a great honor to be here with you on the third IAS conference. Once again, my name is Marian Medan, and I'm Women Empowerment Coach. Um, Today, I want to dive into a topic that we often find uncomfortable, and it's related to jealousy in female relationships. It is usually something that we shy away from, but it's crucial for our growth and empowerment. Before I totally forgot to share my presentation, just a second. Sorry. Yeah. So, why don't we talk about it more? Uh, I guess that most of us are embarrassed to admit it. Uh, Maybe we've come to think it's normal or healthy or even a question of survival. Or perhaps we think it's just an ordinary, everyday thing, not enough important to be discussed. But here's the thing, jealousy affects all of us, whether we talk about it or not, whether we're the ones feeling it or we're the ones on the receiving end. I mean, we all had that friend who seemed to have it all, the charm, beauty, energy, success. And sometimes that stings, right? Jealousy can hurt us, can disappoint us, can confuse us, but it can also flatter us. And it can be a confirmation of value for some. It can motivate us to be even better. But it can also make us hide and not to stand out. Today, I'm here to talk about this phenomenon and challenge you to think how addressing jealousy can be a powerful step towards true empowerment. Yeah. Uh, Jealousy can manifest in both subtle and not so subtle ways. We've all witnessed actions like downplaying another woman's success or belittling the efforts it took for her to get where she is, displaying unnecessary hostility or passive aggressive behavior towards her. These reactions are harmful to our relationships, but they're also extremely toxic to our well being. Jealousy creates this cycle of negativity that undermines our connections and our self esteem. What does it do to you? It simply drains your energy. To tackle jealousy, we first need to understand its roots. Let's be honest, it often comes from our own dissatisfaction with our lives, whether it's our career, personal life, relationships. If we are not happy with ourselves, we're more likely to feel jealous of others. Think about it. If you're satisfied and confident, you're likely to see another woman's success and think, wow, she really nailed it. But if you're unhappy or insecure, her success might feel like a threat. Some women, while climbing the social and academic ladder in their lives and careers, they try to be visible because they believe that this makes their success even greater and clearer. And this is where they often become easy targets of jealousy. They often feel other women envy, and they're often disputed just because they are visible in their success. I know many successful women, and I'm sure that you do too, who think that it's wise to keep a low profile because they don't want to become exposed. They feel they should shrink back and make themselves invisible to avoid discomfort. And some of them have even convinced themselves that they like it that way. I find that so sad personally. I think that we're all obliged to fight that. Each one of us should feel comfortable to spread her wings if and when she wants to. But yet, not everyone who's dissatisfied or lacks confidence feels jealous. Some women are actually motivated by the success of others. So, what is that secret ingredient that decides whether we'll feel jealous or inspired? Hmm? I think it's our mindset. Are we operating from a place of lack or abundance? This scarcity mindset is driven by fear that there will never be enough of what we need. While on the other hand, abundance mindset allows people to see possibilities even when the resources are limited. But let's go deeper and ask, what's the spiritual root behind these different mindsets? It's directly connected to our ability to feel thankful and grateful for the good things in our lives, but for ordinary ones, those that we often take for granted. To be thankful and grateful, we need humility, but not in a way to think less of ourselves, but to think of ourselves less, to open up to learning from those better than us. We need honesty with ourselves about what we lack and what we want to improve. Then jealousy isn't just about our relationships with others, right? It's about our relationship with ourselves. Because by facing our insecurities and weaknesses, we go stronger. We grow more self assured. We can turn this jealousy into a tool for our own growth, and we can create a culture of support and empowerment. The feeling of jealousy is an unmistakable signal that points us to what we need to work on, but also who to learn from. Some of my friendships faded away early because they couldn't genuinely celebrate my successes and triumphs. Some friends who were there during tough times, they couldn't handle me seeing succeed and find satisfaction. That was hard and tough to admit and accept, but it taught me a lot about the range of support. I realized that I need friends who can stand by me, not just in difficult times, but also in moments of my happiness and success too. I would like to share a story from my college days. There was this classmate named Emma. She was amazing. She was top grades, parties, involved in everything, and she balanced it all effortlessly. To me, she seemed really perfect. I remember feeling a mix of emotions whenever I thought about her. Instead of feeling envious, I found myself waiting for her to slip up, to make a mistake, to show that she was human after all. You know, part of me felt that if Emma failed, it would make me feel better about my own struggles and my own imperfections. But something unexpected happened. One day, I intuitively approached her after class, not to confront her, but just out of genuine curiosity. I remember congratulating her on her recent achievements, and somewhat hesitantly, I asked her if she had any advice or tips for balancing schoolwork and personal life, whatever that meant back then. But her response was nothing short of transformative. She didn't just give me a few tips. She invited me to study with her. She shared her time management strategies, and she even introduced me to some of the resources she used. She was more than willing to share her recipe for success, and she was genuinely happy to help. Through our further conversations, I learned, of course, that Emma's success wasn't about being perfect. It was about discipline, effective time management, using available resources. But she showed me that with right mindset and strategies, I could achieve my goals too. But this experience taught me invaluable lesson. Instead of waiting for successful women to fail, we should see them as sources of inspiration and learning. Emma's willingness to share her knowledge and support was a turning point for me. It made me realize that there is immense power in collaboration and that we can all benefit from each other's strengths. Emma's generosity and openness remodeled my perspective. I no longer saw her success as a threat, but as a beacon that guides me towards my own achievements. This shift allowed me to grow, but not only academically, personally. It was the first time that I really understood the idea that true empowerment comes from lifting each other up and sharing our journeys. I met many Emmas in my life after this one, and I'm sure that you have too. At heart of a female empowerment is sisterhood, a bond that transcends competition and comparison. And when we confront jealousy in our relationships, we reinforce the idea that we are stronger together. We can then build a network of allies united in our pursuit of empowerment and solidarity. And then we are open to learning from each other. Society has this knack for fostering comparison among women, perpetuating unrealistic standards, sowing seeds of jealousy. From a young age, we are all pitted against one another, whether through media portrayals or social pressures. These comparisons can make us feel inadequate. And when we see other women succeeding, it triggers feelings of jealousy. But by challenging these societal norms uh, within our relationships, we create spaces for authenticity and self-acceptance. We thrive when we free ourselves from the shackles of societal expectations, when we celebrate our unique paths, and when we lift each other up. Cultivating jealousy is a key to forming genuine relationships because it forces us to face our deepest self-doubts and vulnerabilities. And when we address this jealousy directly, we just strip away this facade of perfection and we accept our authentic selves. When we see another woman's success, we actually do have space and freedom to choose to feel threatened or to feel inspired. I mean, your achievements don't diminish mine. In fact, they can elevate me if I'm open to them. And yeah, um, I think that life is not a zero-sum game. There is enough success, beauty, brilliance, excellence to go around for everyone. This is the core of my personal philosophy, cultivating a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Celebrating others' victories is as if they were my own has transformed my life and my relationships. I really consider myself a happy woman because I live this kind of life every day. Healthy relationships flourish in environments where authenticity and vulnerability are welcomed. And by openly addressing jealousy, we foster this open communication and we create spaces for genuine connections to thrive. And these spaces become sanctuaries where women support each other unconditionally. I would really be happy that you leave this presentation thinking about your closest friends and how can you support them more and how can you create a more open and honest dialogue. Of course, instead of offering a to-do list, let me share another story that maybe encapsulates this transformation. I remember another time when a colleague received a promotion I was hoping for. Many of us have. Initially, I felt that familiar sting of jealousy, but instead of letting it fester, I decided to act differently. I went to her and I sincerely congratulated her and started observing my own feelings. First, I felt good because I could see that she's grateful for the act, for my act of accepting her success, although she knew that I was hoping to get it too. I also think that she even admired my act of respecting her. And after I asked to share her journey with me, I literally witnessed my resistance melting when she did. This conscious act reshaped my perspective because instead of seeing her as a competitor, I once saw her as a mentor. And this experience taught me that confronting jealousy is, but not only about preserving relationships. It's about making our own space for growth. It's about acknowledging our insecurities and vulnerabilities and emerging stronger and more self-assured. Then you are free to learn. The narrative of jealousy between women is just a small part of the rich possibilities in front of us. By investing in supportive and collaborative relationships, we catalyze profound transformation, but not only in our personal spheres, also in our workplaces and in our communities. I invite you to embrace a more expansive view of female relationships, one that celebrates diversity, that fosters growth, and that lays the foundation for more inclusive and empowered society where we inspire each other and where learning is a real pleasure. Mm. In our quest for empowerment, let's not shy away from uncomfortable conversations. I always ask myself, why is it easier for us women to admit that we compete against men than that we compete against us women? When we address jealousy head on, we pave the way for deeper connections, self refinement, mastery, if you like. I invite you to take this path together with me with honesty and appreciation for each other. Complexities of female relationships can be navigated with grace and with empathy and with unwavering support. It is up to us and us only. Thank you very much for your attention, ladies. Um, I would love to continue this discussion and would love to hear your thoughts and experiences. And please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn or follow me on Instagram or visit my website. Let's keep supporting and uplifting each other. I can, yeah. So I'm here
So
to
much.
uh,
Thank you so much,
answer.
Marija, for the great presentation. Here is the
Thank you,
question from
Millie.
our audience. What traditional business norms do you see women challenging most? And how do you support them in this?
What traditional? Uh, I tried to explain it during this speech. So I do encourage them to approach a woman that they feel threatened by, that they feel that might diminish their success. And by approaching that woman, another woman, as a ordinary human being, and by uh, opening her heart to receiving from her, I teach them how to learn from that particular woman, how to replace that envy with mentorship that that woman can offer them. And so far, I really believe that I help many women to simply change their perspective while working with another women that are very successful as well.
Wow, that was really well answered. Thank you so much for your great, inspiring presentation today and sharing with us on day three, Global Virtual Summit 2024. And this is the last day for the event as well. So please do join. And we do have few speakers online who would be participating. So you can join their sessions and show some love and post your questions. Thank you.
Thank you
And
very much, Melinda. Thank you.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
You too. Bye.